Alright, so as you all know, I make this video every time we do get a sort of big event, right? What to expect in the entire event itself and what you can kind of be hyped for. I do hope this collaboration has a few different things than the previous one, though it looks like the norm is for these new collaborations, being Shield Hero and then Jobless, and now this one, if it is a new collab, again, anything can change, but I'm going to still stick that it is a new collab, as we kind of know, right? So, with it, we now have the precedent set with 2 collaborations in a row, giving us very similar things. So, because of those things, I can give it to you here today. Let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Let's hop over there and let's break it down. So, first off, with a collaboration that is a new collaboration, you're looking at something pretty good. For the reason, this is kind of why I like new collaborations. Because, again, we get banners where we get 1 character, so 2 characters a month, basically, right? Because 1 banner being, every 2 weeks. 4 weeks in a month, so you get 2 characters a month, which is, in my opinion, still a slow cycle. I wish that they do 3 characters a month, at least do 1 banner that has 2 characters and then progress onwards. But again, people say everything is different, like, oh no, it should be 1 character. Still, at the end of the day, I do hope when Forkoa launches and they do that entire kind of process, I hope they go back to 2 character launches, because how long is it going to take to actually get most of the characters? And with the way they're going to approach story, they'll skip so many units by doing a 1 character process. You've seen that with how many characters got skipped in this story because they're doing only 1 character, right? So that's a different point for a different video. But with this collaboration, we got 4 characters, 1 being Rudis, Eris, Roxy, and then Ghislaine, however you want to say it. I'm sorry, I still can't pronounce it. I tried my best, all right? Now, Fumi, Raftalia, Philo, and Kizuna, 4 great characters, 4 great characters. Regardless of what you say, they weren't that bad. I still think that Naofumi's collab was much better. And why is that? I'm saying it because, yes, you had Philo and you had Kizuna. Kizuna was a wonderful PvE character. I think that Kizuna is better than Eris. Okay, hot take. You may not agree with that one, but I do, because Eris needs Rudis, and making this combo is stupid. You should not have put this character behind this character, but again, with every new collaboration, you can expect 1 free character, and that free character will be the PvE character. If they make Urza, and let's just say it is a Fairy Tail collab, the PvE character, Netmarble, we're gonna boycott the game 100%. I'm just saying this now. If they make Albedo the PvE character, I'm gonna fight. I'm telling you now. Again, because yes, whatever it is, Eris is a pretty cool character. People were hyped to pull for Eris, right? And she ended up being only really good for just beasts, which, kind of how often do you have to switch your team up for beast? There's already such a good team. Why swap it, right? So that's there. Beyond that, you don't really use her. When it's a PvP character, they kind of work in PvE and they kind of work everywhere. Just make the passive universal. Use it anywhere, not just like 1 thing, right? Allow them to be used in Demonic Beast and everything, similar to Brutus, and similar. Yeah, this collab was more PvP, right? These 2 are like kind of core PvP. This was just very good overall, the whole entire game, right? Farming and whatnot. So based on everything, you can expect 1 PvE character. Hopefully that one is not something that's a fan favorite. And then again, the other 2 or the other 3 are not going to be bad by any means. Definitely, again, these 2 lasted much longer in comparison to Rudis. Like right now in Chaos mode, they're kind of destroying. And now Fumi team isn't that bad. Really didn't get too many buffs afterwards, but for what it is, the units should not be that terrible. Usually the collaborations recently have been pretty good. Again, whatever you might say, for people that didn't summer for this, realize these 2 units are very solid for PvE content. This is pretty good for Unknown Team, and she is pretty strong. That cancel stands and everything, it's kind of nice, all right? It's kind of nice, but beyond that, you can also expect 4 Holy Relics for each character. I wonder, are they going to give LR 2 collab units, or are they just going to kind of scale their CC accordingly and do it that way to make the characters powerful on launch? Because again, they have to compete with, LR units now, given Meliodas is reaching 75,000 CC, so these units have to kind of reach some sort of status of that in order to kind of compete. So I wonder how that's going to be. So again, moving forward with it, hopefully they don't do the same thing where they kind of lock her relic to strength attribute humans. Hopefully that isn't the case also. Like in the future, we don't get that again. You're gonna get bundles, you're gonna get an artifact card set, you're gonna get multis, right? I am hoping we get, again, similar amounts of multis. It does help a lot getting, the extra summons. Remember, a little bit of a stupid thing that they did. They allowed you to get those 240 summons for Demon King, because, again, people were going to skip Demon Team. They didn't want it. People didn't need it, right? You don't need Demon King at all. Yes, he's a great character, but if you're not investing in a Demon Team, you don't care for it, you don't need it. But they forced you to kind of invest because they gave you 240 summons. So you can't use those kind of gems, theoretically, on a collaboration. Pretty smart move there, but again, you get the multis over here, multi over here. You will get a free collaboration character, that most likely being the PvE character, as both collabs gave you the PvE character for free, so that's what you can kind of expect. You'll get 2 costumes for free for the main units, the 2 main units, right? Then you'll get the other costumes for gems, 20 of them, and then the other costumes are all paywalled. So beyond that point, everything else is paywalled. Do keep that in mind. They're going to keep doing this login event where it's like a 14-day login event where you get the 1 multi, right? With this collaboration, you actually got a bunch of actual changes and nice little quality of life updates, which I wonder if they're going to actually do anything where they help you a little bit in, you know, some sort of capacity to some of the changes for, like, you know, if they give anything on chaos mode, if they give anything on underground labyrinth, what actually happens there. I'm pretty curious on that part. But definitely, we did get labyrinth with this update. Remember, we are overdue for labyrinth, so maybe we get that. And I just realized, actually, no. Now Fumi gave you a gem login, which was pretty helpful. This one gave you a summons login, which to each their own. I prefer the gem login, but again, if you like summons, I guess it's pretty cool. So definitely that is the case. But again, you get the free summons over here. You get the free arrows over here. These are all the costumes over here for this collaboration. And it looks like they actually changed the formation of Paginos. We're getting all this stuff first. You'll get like a spin event. They always do the same stuff. It doesn't change. They're always the same events. You'll get like the 1 boss, which was over here. This 1 boss. And then they also got their own exclusive 1 boss. The 1 boss is all you ever get. Literally, that's it. Maybe an exchange shop, maybe 1 other event. The whole boxes for all the holy relics and stuff like that. This was our story event in a way. This was like the big event, which again was pretty bad. Their event was the entire underground labyrinth, so keep that in mind. You have the special missions again, same entire, you know, spin box, right? You have the spin event over here, so spin event over here, treasure chest box, right? So you have those things. Event boss battle, okay, boss battle. You have the event exchange shop, So it's the same stuff as always, right? You're not gonna get anything beyond that. This was the boss. That was the costume you got for free. Pretty cool stuff, but again, like it's copy and paste when it comes to some of the collabs recently, but they did give labyrinth, right? And this was like the most fun labyrinth because you just brought in Kazuna and you had a blast. You just had a blast clearing through it, and it made farming, it made everything so easy. You were done pretty fast with this one, which again, to each their own. I think that it is better to not have to grind so heavily. Being able to farm it like nicely and calmly. Now with auto being a thing, definitely you can probably on this one you can 100%. If auto was a feature back then, you could auto this labyrinth. All right, that was how easy it was. But we are overdue for a labyrinth, 100% over, and players hated this mode. So don't think they're gonna bring it back. 100% they're gonna probably give you either a final boss, right? Which again we'll get one probably after Twigo and Taizu and they all leave, or they'll give you a labyrinth. Both of those things are possible. We'll find out what they kind of do. But again, it's beyond that. It's copy paste, right? It's nice little spin event, Hawk treasure chest event, and then a boss, and then a exchange shop. That's literally it, right? But again, deathmatch was over here. Again, this is like the labyrinth stuff that you got. An additional 30 gems over here. So whatever it was, now for me was decently stacked on gems. You'll get like the same events as always. Hero enhanced rate up, equipment salvage, nothing really too special. Hopefully they bring back the training grotto event where it's like double drops on that, or they bring back some other good stuff. There is still the entire, you know, artifact wish draw. There's so much other stuff, but that's probably saved for a festival. There is the, you know, rate up for salvaging and whatever, or what is it? Gear Gacha, sorry. Gear Gacha rate up, that's there, but we still haven't gotten to that, right? We should get a new Hawk Pass, by the way. I think we're overdue for one anyways. Should be appearing soon. We got tiers pretty long ago, right? So it should pop up in that entire thing. But basically, that's what it looked like for this collaboration. And this one really didn't have too much extra. The costumes were pretty, in my opinion, pretty mid. I didn't care for Rudis's. I didn't care for these. These are okay. I didn't really care for them. I didn't really care for these. The best one was this one, so I purchased this one. I did purchase this one, like the gem ones, but I really didn't care for these two, so I don't know. I didn't like the collaboration outfits at all. I definitely think they could have done better. And these ones, Kazuna was pretty cool. Everybody bought this because they wanted that. You damn miserable people. Raftalia's wasn't bad, dude. Raftalia's was pretty good over here. This is my favorite Philo one, bro. Philo looks so like cool with this one, but this is cool too. So there were some cool ones, but this one I wasn't rocking with them. Hot take. You get the free relics over here, and that's basically it. So, oh, they did have the exchange event. They had that, which was an additional thing. And then over here, they had nothing additional in comparison to Shield Hero. You have the two check-in characters. Basically it, right? So there really isn't too much. I do wonder and I do hope that they do a little bit extra this time. They've been getting a little bit lazy. They have with a lot of the entire collaborations. Definitely back then getting a collaboration, storyline, events, actually new stuff, new bosses, new final boss, new everything, new stages, new maps. Like, they were really doing stuff back then, but recently, they're like, oh, all right, we're still making the money. It's not going to change if we don't put a final boss, or we do put a final boss, or we do put a story, or we don't put a story. So they got a little bit lazier there. But I do hope maybe we get something additional. All right, I said the same thing like months ago when we got this, but will they listen this time? We'll have to see. But again, both collaborations definitely didn't have too much added. They were bare bones, in my opinion, right? For like 2 whole weeks, you were miserable. And I think that this one actually was jobless was 3 weeks. I think so, right? It wasn't jobless 3 weeks? Could be wrong, but I think one of these 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know which one. Yeah, I think it was jobless for 3 weeks. So, see, I'm pretty smart on that one. I remembered it, right? But hopefully they do something good this time. Hopefully.